I made 3 changes to my morning routine, and they completely transformed how I approach each day. My mornings went from stressful and rushed to peaceful and quiet, and now I have more time for the things that I love and spend less time worrying about things that don't really matter. In this video, I'm going to go over what those 3 changes were, why their effects were so profound, and hopefully convince you to try them for yourselves. I've been making to-do lists for years. They've been incredibly helpful for me and have had the single biggest impact on my productivity out of all of the many millions of things that I've tried. By making a list, I'm able to see what I need to do, which helps me stay on track and keeps me moving forward. But it also helps me look back when I'm feeling unproductive or unmotivated and lets me know that I've already done quite a bit of work. But to-do lists are also a trap because it is super easy to put a ton of items on the list, check them all off, feeling super productive and good, only to look back and realize that you didn't spend any time working on the thing that actually matters. So now, instead of simply making the to-do list and calling it a day, I go over it a second time with the specific intention of putting it in order, starting with the most important thing. And this has been life-changing because the most important thing doesn't necessarily feel the most urgent. And as you start to implement this for yourself, you'll notice that the things that feel urgent are often unimportant and can be postponed or skipped altogether with no consequence at all. This exercise usually only takes a few minutes, and I've actually started doing it the night before. But whether you make this a morning habit or an evening habit, spending time putting together a to-do list and then putting it in order of importance will ensure that you're spending your time and energy on the things that are most important to you. I'm calling the second change the protective bubble. Imagine having a protective shield that goes up around you every night, the very second you disconnect from the internet. It's like a protective bubble that keeps the outside world at bay and allows you to have a productive and peaceful morning. But the moment you reconnect to the internet, it pops, and the outside world comes flooding back in. Every morning, I used to wake up to the blaring sound of my alarm, swipe my phone to stop the noise, and immediately pop my protective bubble. 2 seconds into the day, and I would already be glued to my phone, checking emails, looking at social media, and getting lost in the endless abyss of doom scrolling. Before I knew it, it was time for work, and I hadn't even done anything productive or even had a moment of peace. Now, my goal is to keep that protective bubble from popping for as long as possible. And to do that, I ditch my phone. Instead, I read, write, or simply enjoy a cup of coffee while sitting quietly with my thoughts. By intentionally starting my day this way, I'm able to nurture a sense of calm and purpose, which helps me feel focused, prepared, and fulfilled. So if you are looking to reclaim your mornings and start your day off on the right foot, try implementing your own protective bubble. The third change is intentionally doing nothing. I'm the type of person who gets obsessed with productivity. In the past, the whole reason I wanted a morning routine was so that I could get more done with the limited time that I had. But always hustling and bustling and rushing around from task to task is not a healthy way to live. I'd get so caught up trying to figure out what I could do next that I completely forgot to enjoy or even notice the present moment. So now I give myself permission to do absolutely nothing at all. I embrace the quiet hours of the early morning, and I try to use them for gratitude and contemplation. I slow down so I can breathe and collect my thoughts. I read, I journal, I listen to the birds. Sometimes I just sit and do absolutely nothing at all. This practice of sitting down and intentionally doing nothing has been one of the most transformative changes to my morning routine. By taking a few minutes to simply be, I'm able to cultivate a sense of mindfulness and presence that then can carry me through the rest of a busy and stressful day. If you like this idea of slowing down and want to learn more about intentional living and financial independence, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.